The San Jose Sharks lose a 4-1 decision to the Tampa Bay Lightning. This is Teal Town After Dark. Maybe. It might not be. But of course, you want to be part of the show, hit us up on all the social media platforms. You can find us on all of them. If you want to help us out, you can do all the YouTube stuff. You can hit us up in the comments. We'll try and filter through as many as we can as we discuss a 4-1 loss to Tampa Bay Lightning. It is me, the Angry Canadian Robot. It is Jules.
What's
It is
up,
Steel Town
guys?
After Dark. Hello.
Hello, how are you, Ian, the angry Canadian robot?
I'm fine. It's whatever.
It's whatever.
Yeah, look at the. I think that the Tampa Bay Lightning are. I mean, you could look at the
Good
standings
hockey
and see
team.
this for yourself.
They are a good hockey team.
They are
Also,
the
am I
best
connected to
team
the
in the
right
Eastern
mic?
Conference. Not even a good hockey team. They are the best team in the Eastern Conference, and they showed it tonight. And it's unfortunate because I think that.
The Sharks
And
also
I
came in with an unfortunate advantage. They just played Florida and have had like 4 back-to-backs back-to-back.
Yeah, but it didn't matter. Like,
It didn't matter, but still.
You can talk about back-to-backs. Here's the thing, and like I'm not. This isn't going to be like a knock against the coaching staff, because I mean I sat here on the show last night and talked about, oh man, got to get Reeves in there, and rah, because of the last game against Tampa Bay. And like, so what does Tampa Bay do? They just played hockey tonight,
Yeah, of course.
right?
The Tampa Bay.
So you you bring in, you dress Reeves because you're expecting shenanigans, and then you bring in, I mean, not that Gaudette's a big knuckle dragger guy, but I thought bringing in Gaudette for Chernyshov was a choice. And
Yes.
I think if there's a guy that the Sharks missed tonight, it was Igor Chernyshov.
I did kind of get the Chernyshov one just because they do have a tendency with rookies to be like, we're gonna give you a maintenance day or whatever you call it, and he just came off a game versus Tampa. But then why are you not doing it with like Misa, or you know what I mean? So
Well, just because I think the thing, like today, the thing that really stood out to me in this game, and once I stop this diatribe, I promise I'll actually get to the game itself. But I
no, he
think when
won't.
you're looking at this game, like Macklin Celebrini, like they did a really good job in both games of shutting down Macklin Celebrini, and I think that a guy like Igor Chernyshov, who can protect the puck really well, has size. Like I feel like if you had a guy like that to throw a Celebrini when things, because obviously, look at, I think starting with Graff and Celebrini and Smith, I don't have an issue with that. That line was really good yesterday, so I understand you wanting to go back with it. But I think when it became very obvious that like that Celebrini line could get nothing going because he was just getting smothered
Yeah,
by bigger Tampa Bay Lightning players. Like, it's just to me, it's a situation where I wonder if Igor Chernyshov, who's a little bit bigger, who can protect the puck really well, and we've seen him not only protect the puck really well, but he's also, I said this yesterday, but he's really good with his hands, right?
yeah, he is. I mean, he has silky good hands, especially for a big guy, right?
Yeah. And I just wonder, like, does it make a difference in this game? Probably not. But I think like this
I
was the quietest I've seen. Like, I don't know, like, was there anywhere like, oh my god, Macklin did this? Like, there was none of that
there
this
was
game.
like there was a few moments here and there for sure. I mean, at one point, Warsaw went nuclear and just put Misa, Celebrini and Smith together just to get something going. It felt like
Right, but
um,
I don't think, again, like,
it
Misa's not a
was
big guy either.
Misa's not a big guy either. Yeah, again, I came into this game expecting them to get blown out. I'm not gonna lie. Um, I came into this game with the full expectation that they were gonna get murdered by Tampa. And that's nothing against the Sharks. It's not that I don't think they're a good team. I just think Tampa's fucking Tampa. I'm sorry. Like, look at the standings.
Yeah.
Um, and they know how to shut down Macklin. And I think Macklin needs to kind of work through that. And yes, having a guy like Chernishaw probably would have helped tonight. I don't think it would have changed the result, but it would have helped.
No, it wouldn't. I just think it would have changed the result. Like I think you might have gotten a little bit more out of that line because I think Tampa did. I mean, in both games, I think
They did a
Tampa's
good
done a
job.
really good job of shutting him down. I
Yeah,
mean, the only point that Macklin got in
I
the
think it was
other
on the
Tampa
power
game
play.
was a power play. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And Mac will learn. Like, I'm not too worried. This doesn't mean he's a bad player and will never, like he'll learn
yeah.
and he'll figure out ways to beat these type of teams.
Yeah. All right. Let's get to this actual game itself. I don't know. Need to refresh my memory.
There was a game that happened
There was a game that happened
with no fights.
with no fights. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like again, I think that they did a really good job of shutting down. And look at, I mean, the thing with this team, right, is like Macklin Celebrini has contributed to over 50% of this team's offense. So if you
And
shut them
and
down, they're
that's and that's where I think where Kiefer Sherwood is also going to help this team a lot. And not like a lot, but he will help. He'll help. He's not. I know he hasn't had much. Like he's only had 2 seasons of what maybe like not even 10 goals plus or whatever.
Mhm.
But I think that's like you miss a guy like Kiefer Sherwood who will just hit anything that moves, can get the puck to Mac. But yeah, I think that's where like a guy like Sherwood also comes in, and that's why Grier I think also traded for Sherwood is you get more of that Tampa style playing that you see a lot in playoffs.
Yeah. Um, the game started nice, and it was nice for like
Yeah, Toffoli got one off his
15
head.
seconds. Yeah. Uh, Tyler Toffoli opens the scoring. William Eklund gets his 20th assist on it. Eklund with a nice, really strong player on the net, kind of just puts it out front. I thought it was Eklund's goal at first. I thought it went off a Lightning
Yeah,
player, but
same.
Toffoli is the one that gets credited with the goal.
Bang. And good
Um,
for him. He needed a goal. I felt like he hasn't scored in a bit.
but we got to enjoy it for less than a
Oh,
minute because Brandon Hagel immediately responds and goes the
that was
other
just a
way.
bad play by Dickinson.
Yeah, so
Dickinson had a rough night.
Dickinson and Desharnais had a really
Really
rough night
rough night.
tonight. I think. Look, I like Desharnais. Like I think like I
The
think he's
Sharks have
fine.
missed him, but
Yeah, but in a game like this situation where I think like he's a good guy to have on the ice when there's like shenanigans but I think with a team that can just skate like Tampa
yeah.
does, like Desharnais' shortcomings become very evident. And I'm not saying like it's on him. Like I don't know what happened. Like it either if the puck just bounced on Dickinson or
I think he
what
just
happened
flubbed
there.
it.
Yeah.
I honestly think he just flubbed it from the looks of it.
And yeah, I mean, it just after that happens, neither guy can really get back into position. And Tampa Bay, like they're a good team, like they're a good transition here. If you give them opportunities like this where you get two guys kind of flat footing each other, they're gonna take
Yeah,
full
like
advantage of it.
remember at the start of the year that everyone was worried about Tampa being like, "Are they cooked? Are they cooked?" They're just fine, and like, yeah, that was just I think Dickinson flubbed it, and poor Vinny was trying to cover for him, and you could see him kind of stumble his own 2 feet.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
Yeah, and then Jake Gensel would score not too long after that, and the game kind of just, I mean, the Sharks never got back in this game. Second period was rough.
they had a
Um,
span of like 3 minutes where they just forgot how to play hockey,
yeah,
and Tampa wasn't giving up a 2-goal lead at home. Like that just wasn't. They haven't lost at home in regulation in over a month.
right. Yeah, so I
Like,
mean, Jake Gensel scores. I don't remember this one here. This one kind of annoyed me though because like again, like defense didn't help again, like
no,
and the defense pair on the ice again is
was
Desharnais
Desharnais. I think also
and
Dickinson may have
Dickinson.
put this one in his own net a little with his foot, if I recall correctly.
But it's
Is that
again like it kind of continues this trend of where Askarov of late. See, the thing, like for me, for Askarov, he's a lot better when he's calm and blocking shots. And I find he's been a lot more,
Whaley?
yeah, he's been a lot more flaily lately,
Yeah, he has. I also
right?
think Askarov has gotten dealt the wrong hand lately by the Sharks. Look up look at who he had to start against Vegas, he had to start against Tampa, he had to start against Detroit. Look at where, you know what I mean? He just, I don't know. It feels like keeps getting a little bit of the, I don't say the more challenging opponents, but it has felt like he's gotten the more challenging of
I don't know. I mean,
starts.
Washington's a good team.
Yeah, yeah, but like Vegas and lovingly put Tampa, you know.
Florida. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I don't think there was. This wasn't a sit.
And
Like,
I'm not trying to make him excuse for Askarov. He hasn't been great lately. I'm being honest, but I'm
no,
just saying.
I don't know, but I find like, I feel like he's a lot more flaily in that. And I find like when he's on his game, like he's not as flaily in it. I don't know what, and I'm not sure what it is.
I think it's between the ears with him.
But like I don't know if it's the way he's being coached right now because like a lot of a lot of his last couple of games have really reminded me a lot of another certain former Sharks goalie who is also Russian, who liked to flail around a lot and just make like just overplay pucks a little, like overplay shots and then have to make like just a ridiculous circus save to do it. And now that guy is running Sharks goaltending. If you're picking up what I'm putting down.
No, I am. I think I'm not too worried about Askarov. I
Well,
know he's
I'm not worried at all about Askarov.
but
At
like
all.
I do think with Askarov, a lot of it is between the ears with him. Like we
Yeah.
saw what he could do in November. Like, and that wasn't sustainable. Like he was on pace
No.
to have like the best season ever by a goaltender. Like that wasn't ever going to be sustainable. I think with him, it's between the ears, and he's gotten every second half of the back to back where the Sharks just don't have their legs.
I mean, that doesn't help, but I don't like, and I'm not saying like,
And that's not an excuse, but I'm
oh,
just stating the fact.
and I don't want to say like this as a situation where like I'm blaming Askarov for this loss because that would be
The defense wasn't helping.
ridiculously unfair. But I just find like as of late, there's just like he's just not playing like his game. Like
Yeah.
he's over committing to shots, and he's like, to me, he's when he's at his best, he's in the middle of his
Calm.
crease, he's calm, he's blocking shots, and now I find like he's just over committing to shots, and then he kind of has to like he had to scramble on a couple of occasions to make like there was a sequence at the end of the game where he made a couple of ridiculous saves, but like
That
those
was because
aren't
also that's because
right.
he old. Like it part of that was because he was like flying out of the crease and then had to come
That's
back
what I
in.
mean. And
Yeah.
that's what I mean, right?
And like they're great saves. They're very impressive. They're awesome. They give you a heart attack, but you
Yeah,
could avoid being in that position from the start. Now, if the
yeah,
defense also helped you out, that would have also been nice and appreciated. But
yeah.
look,
It's
man,
it's a bad it's a bad combination, right?
no, I'm assuming they go back to Ned for the Rangers, and
Oh, I'd assume so, as
I'm
well they
kind of
should.
hoping they give Ned a few starts here. Um,
I think with the schedule kind of balancing back out, like where now that they're on the other side of this back to back to back to back to back
which
to
they
back
didn't do
shenanigans.
that badly on the back to back to back shenanigans. Like they ended the back to back shenanigans decently well.
Yeah, no, but I just think though, like we're again, like
I get, yeah,
it's you're not look at Alex Nedeljkovic, you're not playing him on back to back nights.
no, no,
One, it's dumb to play any goalie on back to back nights. Two, when you have a goalie with the injury history of Nedeljkovic, you're not
you're
gonna
not
tempt
risking
fate.
that. Yeah, and now their schedule. I don't want to say it eases up a bit, but it does get a little easier here. Um,
Yeah.
you play like Vancouver Rangers. I know they have a game against Edmonton. Um, so yeah, look, I mean, again, it's hard for me personally to be mad at them for this loss. Like I
Mhm.
don't. It's hard for me, right? Like they've played. What
Well, I'm not
happened
mad at
tonight was
any loss at this point.
like at this point they're past. They're past. They passed their point mark from last season already, and we're in
Mhm.
what, January 20th.
Yeah.
They've beaten some of the best teams in the league. Yes, they can't win against Vegas and Tampa, but not many teams can beat Tampa right now. And Vegas is, well, we're not going to talk about
I
that.
don't think
But
Vegas is a beatable team.
Vegas is our kryptonite.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
But
a
I like
mental thing with Vegas and us, I think. Or like, and that's what people on the Discord also have said. Like, it's a mental thing. Full credit to the Discord for that one. Oh,
Yeah, I don't know. We got a comment here. I noticed that Igor wasn't playing this one. Igor being Igor Chernyshov. I hope they don't send him back down to the AHL.
they're not.
If they sent Igor Chernyshov back down, I think. Look at man. I don't want to burst your bubble, but when people get healthy, the easiest, like when everyone gets healthy,
The easiest guy to send down is
including
Igor.
including when Kiefer Sherwood finally is able to play, Igor Chernyshov and Zach Ostapchuk are guys
Are
that
gonna
can go back to the Barracuda and they don't have to clear waivers. And sometimes that's the easiest thing to do. If I mean, I think if you're Mike Grier, like you might want to find a situation, but I don't think you want to panic and just make a trade to make a trade in this like in a situation like that. Like you want to make sure you're making a good deal and you're not just being
Yeah.
like, oh, I need Chernyshov in the lineup. I got to send one out right now. Like, sometimes the easiest thing to do is to send him down and then wait for something else to happen on the trade front. And then if it gives them the opportunity to come back up, fantastic.
Yeah. No, I agree. There's again with Chernyshov, he's the easiest guy probably to send down. Because again, waivers are a thing, and but yeah, no, like we'll see what happens because again, they still have Kurashev also.
Yeah.
And they still have Skinner, which thank you, announced the Skinner trade from AJ. So they still have a lot of guys. We don't know. I think Delandre's out for a while, but they just have a lot of forwards that are just sitting there. And so when they come back, I'm curious to what the move is come trade deadline because you just acquired another forward. And you have Misa.
There's no room left at the end.
There is no room left and no contracts left to be taken either. So
yeah, I mean it's a situation, right?
Situation that's also easily fixable. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like as AJ said, I'm sure someone will take Skinner for like a fifth or a fourth or whatever.
This has nothing to do with tonight's game, but I need to get this off my chest.
What's up? Talk.
This all of a sudden, like everyone's hamming this Artemi Panarin thing. It's like,
oh my god,
this is the most stupid fucking shit going on right now. So for those that don't know, Elliot Friedman on 32 Thoughts, and this is exactly what it is. Elliot Friedman on 32 Thoughts goes, man, you know, it'd be really cool, Panarin and Celebrini. Now, I don't know, like I don't know anything, and I'm not saying there's anything in the works here, but man, that would be cool. I'm paraphrasing, obviously, but that's
he also I think mentioned like the Grier and Drury connection, and they
sure, yeah.
blah, blah,
like
blah.
obviously, like these guys know each other, but like,
yeah,
but it's like if you listen to the clip and not just read it, like it's so obvious that he's just saying, "I think this would be cool."
and everyone took it as the Sharks are trading for Panarin.
Sharks, yeah. Oh, should the Sharks get Panarin? I mean, I get it. Look at, I get the game.
The answer is no. The Sharks should not trade for.
I am making content out of it right now, so
we gotta, yeah. Okay, Ian, Jesus. No, yeah. I mean, like, I don't. The Sharks, as much as I would think that would be cool, like Friedman said, I don't think we need Panarin on this team.
No, look at like
if we're gonna spend those assets, please spend it on a defenseman.
Panarin is a guy that you pick up when, like, Panarin's 35 at this point. Like that's a win now trade, and the Sharks aren't there. As games like tonight will quickly remind you.
Yeah, they aren't there yet. And that doesn't mean the rebuild's over and the rebuild's cooked. It just means they aren't there yet.
Yeah, Saint Taco 707 asking Teal 10 Discord a close thing, or can anyone join? If you hit up Hockey Jerk on the on Twitter, he will be able to get you into the Discord. We had it open for a while, and then people were jerks, so we had to we had to lock it down a little bit. So yeah.
It's gonna be so, hey Jay, it's gonna be so awkward when Ian is sitting behind Panarin on the flight to SF.
That would be pretty awkward.
Also, Puck, I remember when we were going to go after Draisaitl because Hasso's German per Elliot.
Yes, right. Like,
remember when we were going to get John Tavares and pay him a dumb amount of money? Like,
yeah, but that was real. The Sharks tried to give him money. Like, there's no basis. Like, this is like there's a difference between. This is the part that frustrates me. Is it's like it's a media literacy thing, right? And it's like there's a big difference between saying I think this is cool and I have heard through my sources that the New York Rangers and San Jose Sharks are talking about Artemi Panarin. Those are two very different things, and the fact that we don't that for whatever reason we don't have the media literacy anymore to be like, I can't tell the difference between these two like it blows my mind.
Do you want to address Hank's comment? When is because of the report that came out today by Chris Johnson? When is the Sherwood extension happening? Let's get that done already.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? Because I think for me, and we talked about this yesterday, so I don't want to spend a ton of time on this, even though like this show is already way off
What
the
else is there to
rails.
talk about tonight's
I don't
game?
know.
Please enlighten me.
I don't know.
The fact that the dumb penalty that was called against Tampa for the guy.
That was dumb.
Well, okay, we actually should talk about that. But real quick, let's talk about the Sherwood extension. Yeah, the rumor is he wants 30 mil or like
30 million on a long-term deal.
deal.
So define long-term, because if that's 6 years, that's 5 million a year for 6 years. I don't know what the thing is, but like for me, I don't want to judge the trade because right now it's incomplete. It gets an incomplete grade from me because without knowing what the extension is or if there is an extension, it could change the trade drastically of how I feel about it.
Look, I think Sherwood is probably going to end up getting signed, and if I think Grier knows that if he can't get him signed, don't be surprised to see him get flipped at the deadline again. Because you don't want to lose assets for nothing.
Well, yeah, I mean, and that's kind of the thing, right? Like the Sharks right now shouldn't be renting.
No, and that's the thing. If you can't get him signed, you flip him at the deadline.
Right. So to me, it's an incomplete. Hank, so Hockey Jerk is gatekeeping.
Yeah, he is
on Discord. He is, yeah.
Yeah. To be fair, I think it's to everyone else's benefit. So for all we know, Sherwood extension agreement is in place, but hasn't been announced. JK, wouldn't you want to see him first? Question mark. AJ.
I don't. I think that this is a player that Mike Grier is going to absolutely love, and I think Shark fans are going to like him too. But until I know what the extension is, or if there is an extension, like I can't grade it because it doesn't. Again, like if this is a rental, then this is a fucking terrible trade for the Sharks because why are we renting?
They shouldn't be renting.
They shouldn't be, right? And this is why all the Panarin talk is like the fact that people are running with this. Elliot thinks Panarin and
Panarin would be a rental because I don't think he'd resign.
100% he would be, right? And it's like
Panarin
that's
doesn't
not where the Sharks are. That's not what the Sharks are right now. I mean, like maybe you can look at you're just going to look at the record and be like, well, yeah, but they're good now, but they're not good. They're a Macklin Celebrini injury away from plummeting down the standings. Like a rock. Knock on wood. I can't believe I said that because now he's gonna blow his fucking ACL out and
yeah, fuck off, dude. When is the deadline? I believe it's March 6th.
March 6th, yeah.
Yeah, and yeah. Speaking of deadlines, the puck had a deadline today to hit John Cooper's hand. So if you missed the game, you missed the dumbest penalty I've ever seen in my life. Which I didn't know was a thing, by the way. The Tampa player flicks it up, and to me, it doesn't look like it's going out of like over the glass.
The angle it's going on, like I don't understand why this is a thing. It's not going over just the angle it was leaving the rink at. So the one of the coaches on the Lightning jumps up and grabs the puck. And they called him for what was it? Interference from the bench, like Ryan Clough.
Interference from the bench.
The Ryan Clough penalty. And I don't understand. Like I'm watching him like, wait, we're calling a penalty here? Like I had to like go back and like, because it's kind of just like zoned out a little bit because like again, Tampa was just kind of going all over the place and.
I was about to say,
Dan Hinote has a great vertical. Yeah,
that was like the dumbest penalty ever, and I didn't really like.
I mean, great that the Sharks like were on the right side of it for once, but crazy.
Yeah. Uh, no, I mean,
What
look,
else?
guys, the Sharks are sharking. Um,
I don't know. I mean, like again, I think you look at the schedule they had, all things
5 of
considered,
8 is
5
not
of
bad.
8 in the last, and like when you look at the who those teams were, where they picked up 5 of 8 wins, like they beat some good teams in there. Again, man, it's fine.
Sharks are still, if NHL is updated correctly, they're still in the second wild card spot. They're now 6-4 in their last 10. Um, yeah. Let's see. Let's play a game. How bad is the Pacific Division on this episode of Teal Town USA?
It's really bad.
Yeah, so now they're tied for first amount in wins in the Pacific with the Oilers, the Ducks, with the Oilers and the Ducks at 25. Um, they have the same exact record as the Anaheim Ducks do, by the way.
Mhm. Yeah, the Ducks. So they've kind of jumped back into
Yeah,
things.
they've won 4 in a row here.
I don't know. None of these teams scare me. Like that's the thing. Like when I look at it, and it's like that's why I'm just like I'm set. Like this is a playoff team. I just don't think that they are a good enough playoff team where you start buying.
They're like, if you do anything in the playoffs, it's a kind of a miracle situation, right?
Yeah.
Like you're kind of shocked. Like you look at this, this division just isn't inspiring. Like the highest Vegas, who has the highest total right now in the Pacific at 60 points, would be fourth in the Central. So
It's
take with
crazy.
that
I
what
mean,
you
the
will.
standings are just like they're so dumb this year. Like just looking at like especially in the East. The East is
The East,
crazy
like
dumb.
you can lose 2 games and then be a lottery team.
A deep lottery team.
Like
Like
a
it's
deep
just
lottery team. In the Pacific, you lose 3 games in a row and you're probably still in a wild card spot. But in
right.
the East, you lose 2 games in a row. You're like you're getting Gavin McKenna. So,
Amazing.
um, yeah, like 53. Okay, well, the lowest one right now for the Atlantic is 53. Um, Florida and the Sens.
And the other crazy thing too is like, and
Yeah.
you look at like I said this, I don't know, maybe it was Sunday or whatever, right? But it was like the only team in the Eastern Conference that's under 500 is the Sharks' next opponent, the New York Rangers,
Yes.
and the over 500 Columbus Blue Jackets fired their coach.
Yep.
Yeah,
And yeah, like AJ said, the loser point is keeping the Kings in this.
loser
Like
points keeping a lot of teams rolling.
loser points keeping Loki Vegas. Well, now they've gotten it back together, but they have 12 loser points. Sorry, yeah, they have 12 loser. Like there's so much garbage. The Kings have 13,
Mhm.
and it's so dumb. The loser point. Gary Bettman, if you're watching this podcast, please get rid of the loser points.
Yeah, so theoretically, we can only get 2 weeks from Sherwood before the deadline if he's not going to be playing before the Olympic break to determine whether he's going to be on the team or not. Look, I don't think like I don't think Mike Grier makes this deal if he doesn't see Sherwood as a guy that he wants on the team going forward. Because again, I don't think the Sharks are renting. I don't think that they're in a position where they should be renting. And I don't I Mike Grier's a
Mike Grier's
smart
not
guy.
an
I
idiot.
can't imagine him being
S-
in a situation where like he thinks, man, we gotta buy because so we
He
can.
looks at this team, right? Like he watches. I'm assuming Mike Grier watches, if not all the games, 97% of the Sharks games, right?
Mhm.
Like I don't think Mike Grier is just throwing out 2 second round picks just to throw them into a fire, right?
Yeah.
For a guy that's just going to stay here for 6 months. And according from what if from Warsaw's quotes yesterday, it sounds like they've been eyeing this guy for months now.
Mhm.
So look, the only thing I'm worried about is that extension because
Yeah,
the rumor has been wild.
well, it's a situation too, right? Like I, this is a guy who has never scored 20 goals in a season or has had over 50 points. That's 6 million, 5 million.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
think
lot of
his
money for
agent
that
will come
guy.
back down to earth. And I get it. His agent's trying to do his due diligence. I
Sure,
get it.
look, he's
He's
having a
having a
career,
monster
but
year.
like a guy having a career year this late, like it's not super late, but it's
Like
like
I'd be fine
30,
with,
right?
but also Greer has said he's not. gonna just throw out term, and I believe he said that on several press conferences before. Like he's not just gonna throw out term
until it's Macklin Celebrini.
until it's
Sign that
Macklin,
motherfucker
Will
as
Smith.
long as he wants for whatever he wants.
Give him all the money. AJ putting out some good stats here.
Mhm.
Nikita Kucherov has 8 points against the Sharks in 2 games.
Yep.
Nikita Kucherov was given an assist on Braden Hangel's empty net goal. He had 3 assists for the game and 8 points in 2 games.
Yeah. And the Sharks are, like I said, 1-9-2 this season when Celebrini is held without a point, which is not good.
Yeah,
which is fine. I mean, it's fine. Like it's
yeah. So now imagine this record if God forbid Celebrini gets hurt.
Hank saying under a growing cap is $6 million worth it. Wenberg seems to be. I think they're very different players.
Yeah,
Wenberg's a
not
center.
Well, that
Wenberg's a center that can take tough defensive draws, and like Wenberg can do more. Like I understand, like Sherwood's a guy that's going to go out and hit everything that moves, and but like
they're very different players, and they were
Yeah.
brought in for very different reasons. So like Sherwood's an energy guy, and Sherwood is the type of guy that will win you playoff games. But like Wenberg can still win you playoff games. That's not what I mean. I'm just saying very different types of players. Don't think my first question on Thursday. No more than 4x4 for Sherwood, right? Right. Oh, AJ, I love you, bud.
I don't know, man. Like again, it's going to be interesting, and that's why I don't want to. That's why I'm kind of like, yeah, whatever. Like again,
like I love the player key for Sherwood. Don't get me wrong. I
like the swing. I think I just without knowing what the extension is,
the
I
extension
don't know
is
how
the
to
scary
feel
part
about it right now, right? Because again, this is a situation where we've seen guys, especially guys like of this type of player, just go off 1 year, cash in on a big extension, and then in 4 years you're like, ooh, that hasn't
Tanner Jeannot.
Yeah, Tanner Jeannot is a great
Tanner Jeannot. Like, and that's the thing, right? So I don't think Mike Grier is an idiot, but
yeah,
I'm really hoping we're not going to give out like a 5x6 here to Sherwood.
Thoughts on Ned going out with Bobrovsky? It was awesome, man. We talked about it yesterday, though. It was show.
Well, I didn't, Ian.
Okay, so go off.
I don't, but it was great. I loved it. I loved it. That's it. That was all I was gonna say.
It was good. Yeah,
it was awesome. It was wonderful.
It was a good
My
time.
favorite part though was I think someone tweeted out like the preschool reaction of just Macklin Misa just like holding and watching the game. That was
good.
Awesome.
I liked it. All right. I don't know. I feel like
we've run out of things to talk about.
Worst After Dark ever.
Ever. Put it in the comments below, folks.
Worst After Dark ever. All right. In case you missed this or you want to watch this again for whatever reason, I wouldn't. It's you can find it on our YouTube channel. You can get it in audio format anywhere you get your podcasts from. If you are liking what you see, hitting the like button is super awesome. Helps us obviously in the algorithm. If it's your first time here and you like this and you want to see more of this, I promise we have better shows. You can hit the subscribe button and you can see it. You can also hit the bell. That'll notify you anytime we go live. And when do we go live? We go live after every single hockey game. Not every single hockey game, every single Sharks game. I guess I should specify that. We go live after every single Sharks game. We go live every Sunday at 6 Pacific at 9 Eastern, and we also go live when big news breaks and even small news sometimes. Man, me and Puck Guy did a 45-minute show on an Alex Stalock waiver claim, I think. So sometimes we just do big shows on dumb shit.
We did a whole show for what was the trade they did earlier in the season? Oh, the Nolan Allen trade. So yeah,
there you go. Yeah. So And obviously, if you are watching this after the fact and you think we got something wrong or you have something to add to anything we said, you can leave a comment below. That also helps us in the algorithm. It just makes it seem like when someone starts watching Shark stuff, will show up in their feed and maybe they'll click and like it too. It's pretty cool. We're getting really close to like 4,000 subscribers, which is nice. I like that.
Make
Everything we do
Indian
is
proud.
at tealtownusa.com, obviously. So yeah, where am I going? What am I doing? Oh my god, what have I done?
Make the angry Canadian proud and hit the like button and hit
Yeah,
the
hit the like
subscribe
button.
button.
I don't know why I
You're
keep
doing
forgetting
great, by
that
the
button.
way, Ian.
I'm doing terrible. I'm just clicking all over the place like a maniac.
I
All right.
promise you guys, our shows are better put
We
together.
will see you after the New York Rangers and San Jose Sharks play at SAP Center. Final thoughts, Jules.
My final thoughts. Get excited, I guess. It's
Yeah,
the Sharks are probably making the playoffs.
39 days. That's true. Yes, Sharks last 39 days until I make my San Jose Sharks debut. Not my San Jose Sharks debut. That'd be really bad. I don't think they need a
Ian Reed is playing the
5'11" guy who can't skate.
man. No, look, look. I mean, get excited. This team is probably making the playoffs, which is crazy for me to say. Granted that I've been one of the main ones being like this team's not making playoffs, but I mean they keep proving me wrong, so I guess I'm wrong. But yeah, have a wonderful day, guys. And if I sound like poo, that's because I'm sick.
Yeah, we will see you. I'm coming. I'm super excited to be there. I can't wait to meet all you lovely people in the flesh. I think that's going to be really cool. When the Sharks do good, it's good. They didn't do good tonight, but it's fine.
It's fine. Everything's
It's
fine.
fine.
It's fine.
Whatever. And with that, we will see you after the. I don't know if I will see you. I didn't look at the sheet, but Rangers, Sharks. After that game, we will come and we'll talk about it.
Hawkeye and I and a lot of people will be there. So come say hi. I
Come
will no
say
longer
hi.
be sick. I promise. I'm getting better.
Peace out, Lake Trouts.